A fiddler on the roof. Sounds crazy, no? But in our little village of Anatevka, you might say, life is as precarious as a fiddler on the roof. So how do we maintain our balance, you might ask? I'll tell you with one word: tradition. Tradition, 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 tradition. Who must know the way to run a proper home, a quiet home, a kosher home? Who must raise a family and run the home? So Papa's reader read the holy book. The mama, the mama. Tradition, 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 tradition. Without traditions, we know who we are and where we belong. For without our traditions, life would be as shaky as a fiddler on the roof. Matchmaker, matchmaker, make her a match. Find her a find, catch her a catch. Night after night she's alone in her room, so make her a matchless man. For Papa, make him a scholar. For Mama, make him rich as a king. For her, well, she wouldn't holler if he was as handsome as anything. Matchmaker, matchmaker, I'll bring the veil, you bring the groom, slender and pale. Night after night she's alone in her room, so make her a match, let's match. Oh, I used to tell myself I hadn't anything, and life was passing me by. I hadn't anything, now I have everything. No one is richer than I have something that I could live for, someone that I would die for too, yes. Now I have everything, not only everything, I have a little bit more. Besides having everything, I know what everything's for. Wonder of wonder, miracle of miracles, God took a tailor by the hand, turned him around, and miracle of miracles led him to the promised land. When Moses softened Pharaoh's heart, that was a miracle. When God made the waters of the Red Sea part, that was a miracle too. But of all God's miracles, large and small, the most miraculous one of all is that out of a worthless lump of clay, God has made a man today. How could I hope to make you understand why I do what I do? How I could travel to a distant land, far from the home I love? Who could see that a girl would come who could change the shape of my dreams? Helpless now I stand with her, watching all my old dreams blur. Oh, what a melancholy choice this is, wanting home, wanting her. Who could imagine I'd be wandering so far from the home I love? Yet, there with my love, I'm home. To life, the Chaim, l'chaim, l'chaim, to life. Life has a way of confusing us, blessing and bruising us. Drink l'chaim to life. Our great men have written words of wisdom to be used when hardship must be faced. Life obliges us with hardship, so the words of wisdom should never go to waste. To us in our good fortune, be happy, be healthy, long life. And if our good fortune never comes, here's to whatever comes. Drink l'chaim to life, to life. Is this the little girl I carry? Is this the little boy at play? I don't remember growing older. When did they? When did she get to be a beauty? When did he grow to be so tall? Wasn't it yesterday when they were small? Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset, swiftly go the days. Seedlings turn overnight to sunflowers, blossoming even as we gaze. Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset, swiftly go the years, one season following another, laden with happiness and tears. Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset, swiftly go the days. Seedlings turn overnight to sunflowers, blossoming even as we gaze. Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset, swiftly go the years, one season following another, laden with happiness and tears. Oh God, you made so many poor people. I understand it's no sin to be poor, but it's no honor either. So what would be so terrible if I, Tevye the milkman, should happen to have a small fortune? If I were a rich man, all day long I'd biddy biddy boom. If I were a wealthy man, well I wouldn't have to work hard. If I were a biddy biddy boom, diddle 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 diddle, I'd build a big tall house with rooms by the dozen, right in the middle of the town. A fine tin roof with the real wooden floors below. And I'd have one long staircase just leading up, and one even longer leading down, and one more leading no place, just for show. I'd fill my yard with turkeys, chickens and geese, and ducks for the town to see and hear, each one clucking merrily as he goes. And each lad would land like a trumpet on the hill, as if to say, here lives a wealthy man. If I were a rich man, all day long I'd biddy biddy bum. If I were a wealthy man, well, I wouldn't have to work hard. If I were a bitty bitty rich, diddle 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 diddle, I see my wife, my Goldie, looking like a rich man's wife with a proper double chin, supervising meals to her heart's content. I see her putting on this, strutting like a peacock, oi, what a happy mood she's in, screaming at the servants night and day. The most important men in town will come to fawn on me. They will ask me to advise them, like Solomon the Wise. If you please, Revertavia, pardon me, Revertavia, posing questions that would cross a rabbi's eyes. Boy, 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 boy. And it won't make one bit of difference if I should answer right or wrong. When you're rich, they think you really know. If I were rich, I'd have the time that I lack to sit in the synagogue and pray, maybe have a seat by the eastern wall. And I discuss the holy books with the learned men 7 hours every day. That would be the sweetest thing of all. If I were a rich man, all day long I'd biddy biddy bum. If I were a wealthy man, yeah, well, I wouldn't have to work hard. Lord, who made the lion and the lamb, you decreed I should be what I am. What it spoiled some vast eternal plan. If I were a wealthy man, a fiddler on the roof,